morning, guys. If you know me, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, subscribe first. And I hope you like this video. This is gonna be like a really just a really short yet informative video. I want to make a video to just tell you guys what I've been learning and how I've been dealing with my emotions, because I will not lie. I will not lie, you girl has been dealing with some emotions. I have my coffee. I'm currently at work, but we just opened, so it's going to take a while for people to start coming in here. So with my emotions, I tend to feel the emotion, then I go into a mental deep spiral where I just have crazy mindful thoughts running through my head, and sometimes it's hard for me to really deal with those emotions. If you see me looking over there, by the way, I just want to make sure nobody's coming in. But yeah, this is just going to be a short video, just letting you guys just telling you guys how I personally deal with my emotions and my spiraling moments where I question everything in my existence. It sounds pretty scary and it sounds like pretty dark, but I promise you, let me not lie. Okay. It actually was one of the reasons why I was putting myself in a constant loop of that darkness, I guess. Hey guys, this is me from the future. Yes, I'm at work. No! I just wanted to clear things up. I was basically trying to say that it can be dark, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be. The reason why it was dark for me, because I actually fed into the thoughts and emotions that I was dealing with at the time. As long as you know how to, like, you know, calm yourself and just reassure yourself that everything's gonna be okay, then it's not that serious. Like I said, for others it might be a little harder, which is okay, which is why I'm here, like, showing you guys or telling you guys like how I deal with my emotions and thoughts. Yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to clear things up. I feel like I wasn't really allowing myself to feel my emotions without judging them, and I think that made that worse. If you're going through the same thing, stay and watch this video and just let me know if this helped you as it helped me. I am taking some of this from experience, but also from my therapist. I only go to therapy just so I can cope with these emotions and these thoughts that go on in my head sometimes, and just some other personal things. Besides the point, if you are ready, we are going to dive deep into this topic. So with therapy, some of the stuff that I learned from therapy, I actually did it myself. Some of the stuff I did like myself without even realizing it was a technique that you could use to calm yourself down. I really get information from just constantly watching stuff. So like, even though I doom scroll, it's not like I'm doom scrolling and not learning anything, if you know what I mean. Like, most of the time I learn about how to do things like life hacks, or just like things like how to calm and cope with your emotions and stuff like that. Just simple things like that, or, you know, just anything really. TikTok be having a lot of like motivational stuff, creative ideas with your thoughts. When you're dealing with spiraling thoughts, remember and realize that all your thoughts are not all your thoughts. Some thoughts are just things that you heard from certain people online, as you walk past somebody. Like, it could be from anything, and that's why when you listen to subliminals and stuff like that, it actually affects your day-to-day life as you start to listen to them every day. It is honestly really, really important to remember that your thoughts are not do not make up who you are as a person. And I used to think that any thought that rised in my head, and this is what got me into the spiral. I used to think that every thought that rised in my head was something that I thought, something that I genuinely felt was true. But every time I would hear, I didn't react to the fact that I reacted a way that showed that I clearly did not agree with that. Like, so for example, say if you think, oh, I'm a terrible person, right? Just a thought, a random thought, okay? Then you would react, why do I think that way? Why? Like, where is this coming from? Do I think this way of myself? You know what I'm saying? Just you even questioning that thought should make you realize that that thought is not yours. It has nothing to do with you. It's not what you think or feel about yourself, and you don't have to hang on to that weight that you think that you're a terrible person, because that is not. If you believe that you're not a terrible person, that is not something you should choose to believe because that thought came up to your head. Thoughts and emotions, they can play hand in hand when it comes to that spiraling cycle, because when you start to think those things, remember, as I said, we question it and then we're like, wait, do I really think this way about myself? Is this really why? Like, am I really crazy? Like, is this what I really think about myself? Am I really that low of myself? Do I think that low of myself? Once you start asking those questions, and then there comes the emotion, whether you feel sad because you feel this way, angry because you feel this way, or you think this way, just think it to yourself, like, why? Like, I feel so sad because I feel that way. You know what I mean? Just an example. I'm so upset that I feel that way, and then you just start to really feel like the worst person ever because of the fact that your thoughts and your emotions mixed together and got you in this spiraling moment that you're not good enough. I don't know if that like is something that resonates with you guys, but if it does, fear not. I'm pretty sure everyone has had their moments where they second guess themselves, and that's okay. If you haven't, congratulations, that's cool. You know, we can only dream sometimes. Just remember, you're not alone. It's okay to think these ways, but it's not okay to let them affect your day-to-day life. Now that I explained how they go hand in hand, I'm gonna now explain to you how I personally deal with those moments. Sometimes it catches me lacking. I will not lie. Sometimes it catches me in a loop, and then like towards like maybe to the middle or to the end of like where I'm like start to like feel that emotion. I start to feel it for 1 second, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is this happening right now? You know what I mean? Sometimes it can be hard for you to really lock in and really see, oh, you're, you know, spiraling again, which is okay. You don't have to be perfect. You still have to find a spot for you to be like, oh yeah, I'm starting to spiral again. These are not my thoughts. Sometimes I need to remind myself, these are not my thoughts, which comes in hand with affirmations. Tell yourself that, hey, it's gonna be okay, we're fine, we're chilling, we're not like doing anything that could put us in danger. You know what I mean? Like, once you tell yourself these things and you are telling yourself, hey, I honestly think this is not true, I don't think these thoughts are true, these thoughts do not define me. If you keep affirming these things to yourself because you truly believe it, and you just need to remind yourself, it works. I promise it works. Okay, just remind yourself that, hey, these are not my thoughts. You know, maybe I'm just thinking of something. You know, maybe you need to get up and walk around. The next step would be to get up. If you're laying down or doing nothing or scrolling on TikTok, doom scrolling, I know we all have our issues of doom scrolling. If you're doing any of those, please get up, do something, go outside, even if it's for a second, drink some water, go get some ice water or something, get some food in your stomach. Sometimes like our emotions and our thoughts tend to happen and go crazy the most when we truly need something in our body, like some food or some water or just some movement, you know what I'm saying, some air, some grass. Some of y'all need some grass. I found that sometimes whenever I was thinking those ways, because like sometimes it'll happen like during the morning, early in the morning, sometimes it'll happen like later at night, because you know some people, you know, doom scrolling and you start to think, what am I here for? Just to suffer and die? But you know, calm down, just get up, walk around your room for a little bit, do some jumping jacks, twerk a little bit in the mirror. I don't know, it helps. But I'm saying, like, I realize sometimes I just need to move and I'll be fine. Sometimes I just need to look in the mirror and be like, girl, you got this, you're fine, we cool, okay, you cool, I'm cool. I'll be like, you cool, I'm cool, you cool, I'm cool. Right? So yeah, I realized just getting up and saying affirmations really do help and make a big difference. And it might be not immediately, but over time you'll start to even love yourself even more for doing that too. Another thing that helped me was breath work. I don't know if it's breath work or, you know, just breathing methods, I guess. I normally breathe in for 4 and I exhale with 8. And I know the exhale is like pretty long, but sometimes, for me at least, I feel my emotions really deeply to the point where if I get angry, I'm really angry, because it takes a lot for me to even get angry in the first place. So if I'm really angry, I need to really cool down. So I just inhale for 4, exhale for 8. So yeah, sometimes it helps just to calm me down too, because as of right now, I'm actually kind of moving around a lot, as you can see, but I'm still kind of getting used to the camera, even though like half the time I just, you know, half the time I talk to myself on my iPad my iPad camera, and I just like film like little like vlogs or whatever. So I don't know why this is different, but it feels like I'm like talking to someone, I'm teaching someone, and I want to make sure you guys have the right information. I realized that just taking a minute to breathe, and you know, sometimes you can even just get yourself present by like looking around, seeing what you could see, hear, taste, smell, you know what I'm saying? Just looking around and, you know, seeing where you're at. I'm going to just sit here for the next couple minutes until somebody comes in here. But this is going to be the end of the video. I know this is like kind of short, but I just wanted to put out something to, you know, just help like little by little, because I did learn this and I've been using this for the past couple days. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I hope you guys see me in the next video. And remember, don't be hard on yourself, and I love you. Love yourself too. Tell yourself that you love yourself.